Ba-doop, doop, doop, doop. Yeah, that's how you start a thing. Oh God. Hello everyone and welcome to Ep.2 of the Recorded Late Night Podcast. I am your host Terrell, or at TDSK17, and we're gonna talk about some shit. I'm gonna rant about some shit. This is honestly just a late night rant session that I'm trying to do once a week. And hopefully you guys find it enjoyable, because God knows it. Oh no. So that's what happens when I blow on the mic. Okay, good to know. Move that way the fuck away. Oh God. Lord knows I need this sometimes. We got a healthy, and I mean healthy amount of shit to talk about today. Mainly because it kind of screwed up on the recording of this. This is the 30th, and I intended to record this last Thursday-ish, roughly about the time I recorded the last one, and got it out, same basic time frame kind of shit. But I got sick and had just everything that could go wrong in the same day. It was goddamn glorious. Because you have these... Alright, so you have, people telling you can't afford to go to college right now. Because or your brain is telling you can't afford to go to college because you have X amount of things going on with your government loans. They went through, finally, thank God. But you still need $300. You find the $300, but you're gonna have to do payment plans, and you're just like, can I not have to deal with this? I am a poor soul who just wants to go to school and possibly learn a thing. T2. Oh God, I'm losing my mind tonight. I tried to type a paper tonight, and it's just like, well, it's not due for a while, but I'm actually trying to be a successful student, start early. No, it didn't work. I got the starter for where I want to go. Hopefully in the morning I can be like, okay, so here's my idea. Here's where I was trying to go with it, but I was just tired enough to not understand where I wanted to go with it. I don't know anymore. Like, I've gotten to that point already, and it's only week 2 of school. If I just gradually get louder, it's probably because I turn up the mic and I'm trying to boost up what it hears, because all these things look tiny as heck, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing sometimes. But yeah, so a lot of shit happened while I was away. A lot, and I actually mean a lot. Okay, I can move it closer. Hey, you guys might be able to actually hear me now. Late last week. I don't even remember what the hell I was talking about in that note. So that's just gonna go away. Let's start off with something easy and light. We got PlayStation shoes. PlayStation shoes. Roll the clip. I don't even need to look at pricing and shit like that. I'm just going to talk about them. People are talking about how these are cool, they're nice, that, XYZ, Nike, making shoes. I think it's made by Nike. I think it has the swoosh. Why? Who asked for this? I didn't. I don't understand the obsession around wanting these pristine shoes that I will pay almost thousands of dollars for in some cases. In this case, they're probably like, what, $120 for shit that you are meant to use to walk around in. People clean and treat these things like they're goddamn children. They're not. They are shoes. They are meant to be stepped in. They are meant to get dirty. They are meant to be destroyed. That is the whole purpose of shoes. You wear them till they destroy themselves, and then you get a new pair. You have a fancy pair, but not of tennis shoes. Because, sometimes you gotta look fancy and sophisticated, yes. Yes. But I've been wearing the same shoes for over a year and a half now. It's about time to get new shoes, but they still hold them together. Like, honestly, these things are still holding together, and I don't understand how. The cushion is still good. The step is still good. They just look like absolute potatoes. And the heel has gone away from where I've been lazy. But besides that, they are good shoes. I've gotten rid of some of the grip, so it even makes my life easier. Like, when I first had them, they had points. So it would dig into the ground that I was stepping on. And I'm like, I don't like this so much. Please stop. So I went around dragging my feet on concrete for a week. Why am I ranting about fucking shoes? Why are we talking about shoes? PlayStation, no shoes. Games, good games. The Last of Us 2. The Last of Us 2. Fucking God of Thor. Good games. Focus, good games. Shoes are not going to save you. Especially since people are starting to be like, fuck going outside. I can sit in my office or in my bed and never have to leave my home except to answer the door. Which, that's another rant that I don't feel like going on for another 5 minutes. Apparently, I can only continuously rant on things for 5 minutes. Granted, the aesthetic of the shoe is very cultured and cultured, gaming oriented, and exactly what people would like. But I do not understand why you want this. I do not. You do? I do not. Do not try to explain it to me because I do not care. That is my entire spiel about fancy wanting the expensive and keeping pristine shoes. I do not care. It is stupid. And I've had conversations where I've turned people from being the way that they are into realizing how stupid they are being. Because shoes are expensive, because bullshit. But at the same time, it's like, bruh, does it really matter? It goes on your feet, the most unattractive part of your body. So, fuck, dude. Just don't with the shoes. Oh, we had a government shutdown since I've been away. I've been looking for a job, so I was just like, I guess, one, I can't do my taxes right now. Okay. That affects me up until April. And, I won't be able to start work because tax forms. Everything just, that doesn't bother me, but at the same time it does because I like money and I'd like to have some more money because I need money to pay for school. I'm a broke college student. What else is new? But the government shut down, even though the House, the Senate, and the presidency are all ran by Republicans. The fact that they can't come to an agreement is just fucking sad. And then there's the whole Facebook bullshit where they're like, damn Democrats shutting down the Congress and shit. And I'm over here like, shut the fuck up. It's not like you're doing any better. You guys did the same bullshit. Our president said it was the last president's fault for the last one, and now he's blaming the Democrats when he said it should be the president's fault for a government shutdown. Now that's just confusing. It's just like, and it's through this shit that I realize how we are the laughing stock of the rest of the world most of the times. Because you get this, it should just work out, right? Goes to the House, goes to the Senate, goes to the presidency. Is everybody going to like it? Hell no. But it should just go straight through, no problems, because they're all working together, right? Well, apparently not anymore. So they just kind of infight and act like 12-year-olds stomping off into their corners because, yeah, that's the new bar. If you're a 12-year-old, you're still doing that in this country, too. So that's something to laugh at us about. But they're stomping off into the corner, being like, "I don't want to hear la 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 la," and I'm just like, can we please get the government running so people can make money? People want money. Oh God, people are just so yes no. you get But you get them stomping off into the corners. It doesn't matter which side of the aisle they are at this point. They just stomp off into a corner, preach to their bubble, and hope their bubble can convince the other bubble to kill itself. It's like, y'all, can you just do what we actually put you there to do, and what the money that inevitably comes from us that goes to you, and comes from us again that goes to you, because we gotta donate to you, and we also pay your bullshit to operate. Can you just do it? Because they got paid, soldiers didn't get paid. I was pissed about it, and I got blamed for it because I'm a registered Democrat, and that's fine. I will call out both sides shit when I see it. I will listen to both critiques of both sides, and I will, argue where I feel they are wrong, and I will agree where I think we're fucking stupid. But it's like, do what you're there to do. I don't want to get blamed for this shit. Do it. I don't care what you gotta do. Do it. Except I'm not paying for that fucking wall. I will not pay for that goddamn fucking wall. That wall is bullshit. Trump, just give up. Nobody wants the goddamn wall. Why the fuck do we want the wall? It didn't even work for China. Just ask China. The people that you're like, we gotta stop asking for money from China. China. It's like, just can you just, ask them how it went? They'll tell you. It didn't keep shit out. More people came. We learned new ways to get over the fucking wall. We're not idiots. And they're still humans in Mexico. They'll know. They will know. Oh, God. I really am using it as a rant session today. But it was all looking uphill. They ended the shutdown after 2 days, which was better than the Obama presidency. Was it 3 days? Not too bad. They got something through and got the government back up and running until the 8th of February. What the fuck, guys? You couldn't agree on something a little bit longer term? Maybe after tax season. So, everybody can fucking get paid. And, have money in case that we all gotta bail the fuck out of this country because you guys start shooting nukes at each other. But, it's fine. It's fine. They're telling us it's fine. It does not seem fine. I wake up and I'm just like, hey, government shut down again. And then people went, what? I'm like, yeah. Look at this. And they're like, oh, son of a bitch. Here we go again. And I was like, yep, here we go. But we'll see what happens on the 8th. I have jury duty, so hopefully, somehow, if the federal government shuts down, so does the state, so I don't have to go to jury duty. Hopefully that's how this works. But I probably won't. I'm not getting pulled for like a federal court case, so the chances of that are slim. But I'm done talking about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. I've ranted about it for like 10, 15 minutes. I've been ranting straight for 10, 15 minutes. However, let's talk about something like lighthearted. We could talk about the Overwatch League. I mean, that's more lighthearted than what we just were talking about. They fined 2 players, and one of them's on he's banned or on suspension because he told another guy to go suck a dick, which, while unsportsmanlike, kind of just I can't really defend. I can't defend him, but I want to. Kind of thing. Like, it's the gamer mentality, everybody's told somebody to go suck a big fat cock and then teabagged on their body. But granted, I understand where Overwatch is coming from. They want this to be a legitimate thing. They have legitimate sponsors. You know, they have T-Mobile, all the Toyota. I noticed. I'm like, oh shit, Intel, which could have used AMD, but and HP, and there's another one that I can't remember off the top of my head. And it's like those aren't little sponsors. Those are some decent sponsors. So I understand everything has to be put in place. You know, they want them to be sportsmanlike and courteous to their compatriot, as this is going to be a sport now, which is weird when you start thinking about it. How we're gonna have games for fun and then we're gonna have games for sport, and it's like I like Overwatch. I like to play it. I like to play it a lot, actually. More lately, I kind of go off and on with the game depending on just, what piques my interest. Like, I really like playing Legends of Zelda, and I dropped that for a couple days to play Overwatch because I just wanted to mindlessly play something while I was, sick and, curled up. And, well, not really curled up since I had to get up and get in my chair, but, like, something that was easier, allowed me to just work on keeping a sharp wit, as Overwatch does. And so does Breath of the Wild. I just like relaxing more, but since I felt like shit, I just thought maybe I should go to a salt dispenser to hopefully breathe in some of that fresh salt sweat, and maybe I feel better. And I did. So, good on me. But, yeah, so it's like we have the Overwatch League, and Seoul is, doing as I predicted. They are winning and kicking butt, from what I understand. I'm going to pull up the statistics right here. I watched the most recent matchup I watched, because I don't watch all of them anymore. I could, but I don't feel like it. I only watch my teams play. So we've got... Ooh. Okay, sorry. Tomorrow we have... Oh, wait, what? Stage 2. Which day are... God, I just want the weeks. What was the... It was the big matchup. Okay. New York. It was New York. Wait, what? What? Oh my god. I completely missed that. I left a little early, but New York apparently came back and came back and won the last map, so they just Dynasty, I think, had one of, if not their first losses of the entire season. Yeah, that from what I'm seeing, they haven't lost a match, which is kind of sad because I like them. I also like the Gladiators, but I understand they're not as good. Yeah, they're out of the race for, top tier, everything, for the big prize pool. But I just like purple, honestly. And they had a really good starting game, and they were like the first one I tuned into, and I was like, you know what? I can get behind these guys. I like these guys. I might drop them if Denver ever gets a team, and I'll root for the home team kind of thing. But I'll always be a fan of Seoul, just because it's dumb not to be. Because you can like multiple teams for watching casual game. But surprising enough, we have the Korean team from Korea and the Korean team from London, both as the division leaders, and then we've got New York not too far behind them, which is the Korean team from New York. Go figure. Houston is doing a lot better than I thought they were going to. Had I put on how that season would have turned up, I would have been very very surprised, as I pegged them to be not great. I kind of pegged them to be with Dallas. I even thought Dallas was going to be better than them. And granted, I've not been keeping up as much as most, but I'm just looking through here. Like they doing pretty good. 4-2. The Gladiators have done the opposite of that, which makes me upset. Florida actually won, but I feel like they're okay. Real talk. I feel like they're gonna drop Shanghai the minute they get a chance, because they have not won one game. They do not play the game well. I saw that day one, so I guess it's fair to say that I got behind a team that just won with as the Gladiators beat Shanghai, but ooh, dang. Some of these I predicted, some of these I didn't. Philadelphia, I didn't even know how to expect that they were gonna do. You know, it's an interesting esport, I must say, but at the same time, I enjoy it as a casual experience, and I'm at the point where I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I want to enjoy the game how I want to play it. I am thinking with the next competitive season on actually jumping in and seeing if I can't work my or sweat my way up, because from what I understand, that competitive season should run through the summer, so I should have some free time when hopefully I won't be working. Like I'm getting desperate for a job, guys. So gotta hope, you gotta hope. But we'll see how it goes. Shameless plugs where shameless plugs are going to be due. If you guys want to head over to Twitch, I have a tip jar set up. I stream pretty often. Last week was weird because I was sick, but I intend on actually making a schedule. I'm just hesitant to do it with not being sure where I'm going to work and how long I'm going to be working. But I intend to set up like a general schedule. I'd like to move these to be a live streamed content. I need to work on getting like an actual logo for this, and then hopefully I could just get a nice frame and shoot that as a full video, live of course, and then I'll upload it to YouTube. But the reason why I do this, and the reason why I plug to Twitch and the tip jar and all that stuff, is because Twitch is now, at least from what I'm understanding, a competitor to YouTube, because Twitch has rolled out their upload system, and we're gonna go to the what's it called? We're gonna go to the webpage right here. I'm gonna do some editing magic for your faces. And I'd like to dial back on that with recording it all in one big go kind of thing. But so they've added a uploading service, and I kind of like the concept behind it better. You upload the file, and you pick a premiere date. So it from what I understand on how this works, it should send out a notification. This person is going to be premiering this video on their channel in X amount of days. It'll be this date. Mark your calendar, grab your popcorn, here's the time, stuff like that. So you already have scheduled uploading just out the gate for this. And it's just like that notifies them they can be there, and everybody can just kind of watch it together, as well as it'll remain on the channel afterwards, for people who couldn't see it when it premiered, or couldn't who binge watch their favorite creators. And I think that's fucking awesome, dude. I love the sound behind that, mainly because I feel like, and we'll get to this in just a second, you got that pushes for, remember, this is our live streaming site. We're not meant to be this big YouTube creator esque site quite yet, but we want to give you the option to do it, which is good because that technically means you could build an entire Twitch channel off of just your premieres, but you still gotta get your name and shit out there, which everybody's working on, where at least at the level that I'm at. So that's why I shamelessly plug. It's down in the description. Um, but this is good, not only because it came at a really, really good time for this all to be happening, but at the same time, it does encourage competition because Twitch has the advertisers. They have they have a big following that uses the site daily, and people are gonna watch. People have to watch. They're like, it's a complete. It is a established platform, and we've probably been looking at a. I want to take a look at the Rich from Review Tech USA during that segment video about it, and or I'll link it below because he explains it really good. It's competition and it's great. You want that free open market at Jeep Pie? Oh yeah, you do. I see you over there. That is practically what this is doing. It's just so hard to get a established site on the internet. It's easy to start up a site and be like, yeah, fuck it. But for streaming and uploading, like video storage purposes, that's hard. That's a lot of space really quick that you need. And Twitch, I feel like Twitch got it. If they've got the servers to handle, streaming, shit, they just put Colorado-based streaming servers. They probably also have like server rooms just dedicated to storage now, and it's like, holy shit, Amazon, thank you for this, because Amazon's behind it. Oh, excuse me. But also, the way Twitch is pitching this to their creators is like, if you want to take the time and the effort to go through, edit together a video, and make it this extra special kind of like thing, do it. Take all the time you need and upload it when it's ready and have a release date. And I like that because it encourages quality over quantity. Because I feel like in this way, they're not pushing for, hey, can you guys like upload daily because that's how our site works, kind of thing. Stream daily. But in the background, you could be working on this more elaborate video that takes more time to kind of sort through, kind of thing. And it's just like, wow, that's cool. And I will be also uploading on Twitch here soon-ish. I'm gonna see what the waters are like for a Twitch upload, because I feel like they mute stream parts where you have copyrighted music, which isn't a problem when you're talking about just streaming itself on Twitch, but is a problem when you're talking about uploading and then losing all the audio. So I'm gonna see what I can do. I would like to upload to both, do things on both sites, and just kind of start trying to build something here. Even though I'm trying to go through college, and doing both at the same time is very, very hard, and I'm having a hard time sometimes as it is. So we'll get there. I play games, I stream. It's gonna work out just fine. Don't you worry about me. I'm gonna get a job. It's gonna all be fine. The summer is not that far away. Which would then just be work, stream, work, stream, work, stream, work, stream. Hopefully I could build up a following, be like, yeah, I gotta go back to school. I fuck myself. It's a progressive thing as we go along kind of deal. You know how it is. You know. I see you out there, But I like it. I like the fact that that's happening. And they couldn't have picked a better time to do it, or to release this feature at full, because YouTube just lost a shit ton of creators from, pissing a lot of people off. But I feel like I don't want all those people going over to Twitch because it's already a pretty saturated market. And it's hard to get your feet even a little bit wet or to be found in the sea of creators. But you could have, the next PewDiePie come from one of these creators, and now he's like, hey, Twitch will let me do my thing, and I can even live stream. My internet's good enough, and I have the means to do it. I just never thought about it. Well, there you go. Twitch has their very own PewDiePie, who will have like 60 million paid for subscribers. Holy shit, he'll be rich. Oh god. Oh god. God, please no. That's actually a scary thought. I don't know. I think it's going to be very interesting next couple months, years, as this back and forth is going to start. Maybe YouTube won't be the prime source anymore, but maybe YouTube will become irrelevant and become a shitposting site. Because that's kind of the angle I see it going towards, but then again, I like watching shit posts. And, it all just kind of works out in the long run. We'll see how it goes. I'm honestly very intrigued to see how these two almost behemoths work together. And, Twitch isn't quite as big, but, it's fine. It's fine. But that kind of gives me a good segue into, or the shit posting gives me a good segue into why are full movies, fully backwards, full movies taken and flipped and put backwards. Why are they popular all of a sudden on YouTube? It's clips of movies. I understand that. Like, there are funny moments, and you have the DVD, you pop it in, you take it, and just go snip and upload that to YouTube because you have no cares in the world. And I respect you. I do. I really do. I love your videos. All of you that do this. But why is the backwards video thing popular? I can't. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around it. Do I think it should go away? Not really, but I'm just confused behind it. It's like, yeah, it's. I guess it could be the way me and my friends do it is we sit down kind of together and just kind of watch the whole movie in reverse, and then make up the story as we go along because it now no longer makes any sense going forward. Like with Revenge of the Sith, you have Obi-Wan Kenobi saving the life of Padme by shoving two born babies up her womb as the start of your movie. And it's goddamn glorious. He goes and they just bring two babies to her, just like up, and then we're good to go. And now I'm gonna go heal Anakin with my healing rods that we fight with. It's so stupid, but it's so funny. And it's just like one of those things of like, I've noticed it happening a little bit more. Not too terribly bad, but it's just one of those things that caught my attention. Like, do other people see this? People who strictly use YouTube for, movie related content. Do you see this happening more, or is this just kind of because I go to the meme side of YouTube quite often and I enjoy it every second of it, even when I don't, and I cringe like hell. Jeez, I really should have gotten water, but it's fine. You can just enjoy the ear rape. It was, I don't know. That's just one of those small thoughts that I had that just piqued my interest one day. As well as I watched the fourth Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Shit, dude. That movie was so... The writing itself is so bad. But the movie has never looked better. I just, it looks good, it sounds good, but it does not tell well. It doesn't tell its story very well. Kind of it it's just the decline of Pirates of the Caribbean, and Johnny Depp's like, I don't want to do this shit no more. You could tell, but I gotta say, redeeming factor was when my friend absolutely yelled at the top of his lungs whilst we were watching it about how, oh my god, that wasn't in the DVD. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? It's the whole point of the movie. Like, it's a very predictable story, is what I'm trying to say. So it's not very good at telling a story because you see where it's going from the very beginning. But it's like, how are you surprised by this? It's the whole point of the movie is to go get this trident to save my daddy and bring him back at the end of the movie. He has 2 cameos, 1, 2, and it's done. Oh, William. But, you know, you kind of get this new feel of they're going for more movies now that they have William's son and his newly found love interest that was kind of awkward the entire time. They were all cliches. I don't rate it very high. It's a solid 5 for me. It's right down the middle, 5 out of 10, because it looks so good. It looks like a damn good pirate movie. That's for damn sure. But you know, it's Pirates of the Caribbean, so you're like, I'll watch it, and then you realize, oh wait a minute, the a better pirate movie is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Go play that. I need to finish it myself actually. Like I think I was like 80% done and I just kind of burnt out on the game and I'm just like, nope. And that's one of my resolutions, quote unquote, is I don't want to burn out on games so quickly. I want to push through. I want to actually finish the story at least and, you know, be able to kind of do stuff and enjoy these what these developers have made. Granted, for some games it's gonna be harder. As you know, if I'm gonna be like getting into, let's say, Persona 5, I know that's like a 160-hour base game if you want to do everything correctly. But you know, I want to enjoy this stuff a little bit more, and I plan on doing it. We'll just have to see how time allows me. Definitely been looking at more games on the Switch, which as of right now there is a sale going on until the 2nd, 4th, one of the two. I should get this out hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully, I've got time, but I also have to write papers. You know, that struggle, that grind life. I also forgot about Cuphead. Cuphead is like one of my favorite games from last year, and I just did not talk about it at all. So let's talk about it. The soundtrack, I don't have to say any more. You listen to it, you explode of just joy and happiness and feels. It's a beautiful jazz track for those of you who are musically inclined. It just kind of fits the time era. Like, it has a lot of big band shit, and I'm just like, I love big band. Take me now, please. Take me now, because I love the big band. Everybody loves a big band, big jazz band. Big bands are just, God, so good. Oh, and you know, different solo. The amount of care that was taken with this game is just amazing. From the soundtrack to the art style to just all of it is. I enjoy it, and I have not beaten it yet. So that is like one of the first priorities after Zelda's going back and redoing Cuphead from start to finish, because I think I'm gonna have to go through that tutorial again. That Dark Souls level tutorial, Dark Souls-esque tutorial that only the best of the best can beat. Yeah, only the best of the best. But apparently that game gets nerfs and changes, so it's going to be interesting because it's not going to be the exact same experience as it was when I bought it originally. I think it was like at release. So it's like, holy shit, dude. That's pretty good. So I'm definitely looking forward to playing that again. It's going to be so much hatred, but also so much fun. It's going to be a joy to look at the entire way. And I'm probably I'm probably going to stream a bit of it, so shameless plugs are shameless plugs down in the description. Go follow me over on twitch.tv. Get notified when my ass is live, or when I could be doing a premiere, because I will be live chatting in the chat for those. So, yeah, I look forward to streaming that with you guys, as well as I kind of want to make an update to my progress on my Legend of Zelda video that I kind of mentioned last week. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it. I should have. It is going to take a little bit longer because I got to shoot more footage, because the way I want to take it is kind of make it almost trailer-esque, like almost like big up over the top, and I can do it with what I have now, but at the same time, I've just been like recording hour-long bits of me playing the game and putting them in my editing software, and I'm just trying to figure out like where I want what to go. And so it's very hard to do that without all your footage. It's also hard to take hours upon hours and condense them into 3 minutes, or 3.5 minutes. But I really like the idea behind this, so I really, really want to keep doing it. So it is definitely coming, and I have other content that I plan on making. Of course, I plan to continue on with these podcasts. I actually hope to continue, hope to get other people to join me with these podcasts going forward. The only hard part is they've got to stay up late on a random night to record and talk for at least an hour about random shit with me, which is absolutely, up to the person. I'm not going to force anybody to do this with me. I like the concept of staying up late and recording a video, because I think for me, late night is where I truly am the most myself, but that's a whole philosophical thing, because I'm up from late mornings to late nights, early mornings to late nights every day, and it's just kind of becoming a habit. So using more time in my days is great. However, it's 1 o'clock and I have class at 8 a.m. I really should get to bed. I really do need to go. Not yet. I will keep talking. I've got a lot to talk about, so don't worry. That wasn't me just trying to say, like, I need to get out of here. But, the pros and the cons of this thing are very apparent, let's say. But I enjoy it. But, so it's going to take me a little bit longer because I'm going to have to record some more Breath of the Wild. However, I think I'm going to go through and actually mark down what kind of shots I want, because there's just so much you can do in Breath of the Wild that you gotta, like, pick and choose what you want to do with it. And it's just absurd at the complete, like, ground level. Because, this end product is going to be, after everything's edited and, you've got the fades in and the fades out and the keyframing and all that shit, it's going to be super easy. Like, absurdly easy to render out, because it's a 3-minute video. And then, upload that to YouTube, and it's going to look beautiful. And I'm going to be so proud of it, and then nobody's going to watch it. And I'm going to be happy I did it anyway. Because it's just kind of one of those things of, this is a video I actually want to make. But I have no time limit on how long it's going to take me to make it. I just know that the longer I keep on it, the less it's going to actually happen. So I'm trying to put in as much effort as I can, whilst also putting forth the other stuff. And it's like I testament to, like, a big production where, you got to shoot the film, or shoot the stuff, and then you send it away to editors for a while. Then you would send it to post-production, the FX. We're going to skip FX, but I'm just going to take, time to shoot it, time to make sure I got what I need, and then I'm just going to sit down and make sure all the edits are perfect, because I do the effects and the edits at the same time. You guys see YouTube videos. I just can't, like, I used to be able to sit down and really just crank out. I can crank out simple videos. Anybody can do it. Well, what I want to do is more elaborate, more in depth, more interesting, This one is just kind of more me having fun messing around, trying to familiarize myself with Sony Vegas, which is even more interesting because I keep finding new hurdles that I've got to overcome. As of right now, if you guys want to know, for some reason, it's having a hard time building the peaks of my audio, which I don't have with any other problem or any other video. It's just anything that's Breath of the Wild or from Elgato. It's like it has a bad time, so I will be looking around and trying to see what's going on that end to see if I can't fix that. But I already have some of it edited, so it's like, well, shit, I keep having it crashing, I keep losing it. It's hurdles are hurdles, and I don't plan to. The goal the goal is to have it out by the end of February. If it's not out by the end of February, it's not going to happen. Mainly because I've taken, so much time thinking I really want to do this video. And if it's not out by then, it's just really, I feel like I probably don't have the gumption to do anymore. I'll probably have voiced that opinion to you by then. But who knows? You got a lot of shit going on. Whew. That is like just a dump of YouTube information and shit like that. I kind of want to take a minute to talk about burger neutrality, guys. That's right. I don't know if you guys knew this, but the FCC also, along with net neutrality, they repealed burger neutrality, and Burger King wasn't too happy about it. So they made an ad to let us know what's going on, as well as they spoke out about net neutrality, and it's just the funniest fucking thing I ever saw. And if you could not tell, the thing about burger neutrality is sarcasm. It was, and it's also trying to get people to understand who wouldn't normally understand what just happened and what they lost. And who'd have thought that Burger King, of all places, is doing it? Let's just take a look at this. Like, here, I'm gonna pull it up. Real quick. We're gonna go to YouTube. We're gonna go to the Burger King YouTube channel, because this exists, guys. This actually exists. But then here it is right here. Burger neutrality, or Burger King Whopper neutrality. And it's just very good. I'm a reaction channel now. Fight me. Okay, people don't understand, so they're going to explain it with the Whopper. Slow access Whopper pass, stuff like that. And it's just 2 minutes and 50 seconds of them like explaining this shit. And I doubt these are actual people, but like people actually, showing genuine issue with this, and it's great. But they end it on the most beautiful of notes. They go change.org/save the net, gotta get that out there. But then they have the king drinking out of a extremely oversized Reese's peanut butter cup mug, and that's a jab right there at old Ajit's face. And it's like, Burger King, I may not eat your food, and I may not ever eat it again, because I don't think I've had it since I was a little kid. But I fucking respect you guys. Like, I am so grateful for the fact that, companies and shit like that are taking a stand against this, because it certainly seems like it's going to be a battle that's going to take longer than just the couple months of attention it's going to give. So hopefully people will keep up with it a little bit more. But it's so weird. Like, when you think about it, what if this shit was happening anywhere else? It would be an outrage. But as of right now, people are like, well, I mean, I guess it's a problem, but I don't really see it. And it's because it didn't have an immediate effect. But it really is a problem, and I applaud you, Burger King, on what you're doing. Hopefully, other fast food companies will join you in like standing against net neutrality, quote unquote, kind of thing. As well as apparently there was a legal loophole found in the net neutrality repealment to make it to where they, if they want to keep their contracts, they have to follow it because they made it almost impossible for states to actually keep net neutrality alive on their own. Like, you couldn't enforce the net neutrality laws because, Ajit, he's a smart cookie, so he wrote that in. Well, what he didn't write in is that they can lose their license contracts with contracts or some. I think it's a contract with the governments of the states. If they don't follow net neutrality, there's nothing for that in the clauses, or in the clauses and in the thing. So what has pretty much happened is Montana and New York and California. I don't know if California is actually going through with this specific one, but I know Montana is he's writing up legislation right now, or he used an executive order to state that if internet service providers do not follow the net neutrality rules set in place by the Obama administration, that they will lose their contract to work in Montana soil, and, well, practically it says it itself, will not be able to make or be used in Montana because they cannot legally be there anymore, or cannot legally work through on Montana soil. And it's like, holy shit, that's a threat. Like, yeah, so what? States, or like net neutrality, this and this. They won't get in trouble at the federal level. So it's not a big deal to the big corporations, minus the fact that you could be taken to a state court and still be made to to pay out the ass. But to lose the license to operate there, that's more effective in my personal opinion, because when you think about it, that's them losing the ability to work. Like, they won't make money from that state anymore. And if enough states do it, it's like, well, what's the point of, going through each individual state trying to milk a little bit more money out of it when, like, 3/4 of the states don't even let us do this shit anyway. So, I don't know. It's some food for thought. I feel like if enough states jump on board, which I'm hoping Colorado does, I'm half tempted to be like, yo, Hickenlooper, executive orders, please. I want the internet to stay safe. Well, it won't. It's not the fact that it won't be safe. It's the fact that it will be fast laned, and I'm not paying for that. But I look forward to seeing this whole thing play out, because I feel like we're gonna see a lot of decisions be made around net neutrality come the election, as well as we're going to be seeing a lot of people just being like, you'll lose your government, you will lose your state government contract to work here, or not to operate here, if you do not follow these rules. And so it's like, oh shit, help please. And it's like, we got him. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know, it's all a big what the fuck at this point kind of thing. I don't know. I like loopholes. I also hate loopholes. Loopholes are bad because they're loopholes, and they make it easier for people to slip through the cracks. But at the same time, loopholes can be very, very exciting for everybody involved, in my personal opinion. Oh shit, I forgot about this. Okay, so I found, or I was given an ad on YouTube, go figure, right, for this app called force field. And it piqued my interest. As it's going around stating that it's the tool for parents in the 21st century. Let's take a watch. So we're seeing this interesting dilemma. Granted, this is from 2017, May 2nd of all dates. But this app is well, first it's a paid app to do this. So that's a thing. But I feel like it's a good idea because it makes it easy for parents to to keep up with a multiple kid household. It's hard to monitor what your kids are doing. We keep talking about how kids need to be monitored, what they're looking at online, shit like that. And I agree with that. Is you need to be a parent. You get in this world, you got to be a parent, and as everything goes digital, it's harder to be a parent unless you're breathing down your kid's neck online, which, let's be honest, we all kind of want to give the kids the freedom that they want, but at the same time we don't. So I like the concept behind this app. It is makes it more streamlined, makes all this shit easy. You can sleep apps, stuff like that. We just watched the trailer. But the posts and stuff like that, it's gonna be it's not gonna take very long for free almost kid and teen developed made apps to pop up to block this signal from getting sent out, as well as kids are going to become smarter and learn how to get around it themselves. I don't know how exactly this works because I feel like it would require some downloaded software onto the laptops. Wait, is that what I think it is? Oh, is that what oh my, oh my. Oh my. Oh shit. It's words. It's one of those things. It's a great concept, but with the kid actively knowing that they're being monitored, they're going to find a way around it. And it's just going to become that tug of war again. Granted, but you are going to have kids who are going to have this monitoring, and it's going to help them in some way, I'm sure. But they will still probably find a way around it eventually. Because you can see, how long they were on the computer, where they accessed, what they did, stuff like that. Like, from what I'm seeing right here on this freeze frame I have, I can't tell if that's okay. So we have Facebook.com at the very top, and I think that's what they're on right now. You can see they were on Netflix, Khan Academy, which is homework, tnick.com, which I guess is a oh, you can see how long the computer was access to the site. That's interesting. I gotta know. Teen Nick is, I guess, still a Nickelodeon website that for some reason still gets used. I'm not sure. I don't go on there very often. Myself, I guess. But we have an interesting thing here. I'm trying to see if what I'm seeing is true. Is that what I think? Is that? Please tell me that's ESPN. It is. Okay, thank God. I thought it was just teen.com accessed. To which I was about to question that, is it really doing the best at this? Um, who knows? You can shut down the apps. Yeah, but you really can't though, because it's just not how this shit works. They'll find a way to keep those things on or become trusted device, trusted things. I see a lot of loopholes because kids are smart. I know because I am one of them, and I've done this shit before. But at the same time, you know, my friends knew loopholes about like Facebook and shit that I don't know. But it's probably a Google search away when you think about it. Uh, as probably is with force field get arounds. But seeing the posts, pictures and the posts that they're putting on the internet, that's actually really good because then you don't have to actively search them out. You can kind of let them have their space, but at the same time being like, why the fuck you sending Jimmy dick pics, Sarah? Because that's where we're going, kids. Let's remember. I'm a fucking kid. What am I doing? What are we all doing with our lives? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Um, but it's just one of those uh things of I like the concept of it, and I like what it kind of brings to the table, but I don't know how well that's going to work. We're gonna see. Uh, but as you can see right here on the internets, um, we have crazy parent stops us from using the internet. Force field, number one worst app ever. Force field app allows parents to spy. It's not really spying when you think about it. So it's not really spying when you think about it. It's wanting to know what the hell your kid is actually doing. Granted, we'll know how to do that, but they can clear their shit. Apparently, there's something going on. I don't know. I don't know. But from a base surface, it looks like a good idea that's just gonna end up being flawed, just like everything on the internet, because it's always changing, evolving, and moving on. Uh, so we'll see if force field sticks around or if it'll fall into obscurity, and people like me just gotta learn how to fucking deal with it and learn how to be a better parent. Um, we'll see. Who knows? Kind of thing. I kind of want to make this announcement. Is I kind of I've been thinking more lately, and this kind of ties back to almost 15 to a half hour ago, of how I wanted to complete more games this year, and I kind of intend on doing that. Jeez, I sound so terrible. I sound so nasally. Do I sound better? Kinda. Who knows? Um, the kind of the way I want to do that though is bringing back that game review show. It was kind of like my um, one night one night brainchild that I actually do want to try and get behind and see if I can't get it off the ground too. But of course, I will be including Twitch into it, as I see Twitch is a good idea. I want to try and start pushing the Twitch envelope. I'm just trying to decide whether or not I want to be, if I want to use my channel for it, or if I want to use a separate channel that I create. Because the whole thing about creating a new channel is, with as hard as it is to get in to the industry, it's like not smart to make new channels every time you want to do something. Doing things and having playlists are smarter, but Twitch may be more of a wild west right now. It is uncertain. We will see, kind of deal. That's where we are with how that goes. But I kind of just want to throw that out there that I'm thinking about bringing it back. I want to get some feedback from the community if you've made it this far with me. What do you like about the idea? What you don't like about the idea? Let me know in the comments down below, or tweet at me. All of that stuff is linked down below. And that was just me kind of rushing through the last podcast idea. I do want to try and extend these out a little bit longer. I do have a couple more things, but they're kind of older news at this point and not really worth going on a 15 to a half hour long rant about. Uh, I don't know. I just kind of I also just really want to go to bed. Uh, but I thank you guys for tuning in to this week's episode of Recorded Late Night Podcast. You can check out last week's episode right now. And yeah, thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.